Hello, hi, how's it going? It's me, and I'm gonna do a vlog. So let me go sit back down now. I have not vlogged in a while. Oh my gosh, let me set you down. Okay, I have not vlogged in a hot minute. I needed a break. And from just filming in general, like I didn't want to be on camera. And so I didn't film anything for like a month, a little over a month, honestly, because I don't think I filmed much at all in August either. So I had some time off, and I don't know, I feel more ready to be back on camera. I feel like I'm more able to chat about books. Like my reading has been rough. I don't know that I want to say that I've been in a reading slump, because I've been reading. Like I haven't like stopped reading, but I haven't been reading much that has like really sucked me in. Like I feel like everything I've been reading lately has just been fine. Like I haven't like hated anything, but I haven't loved anything either. I think I had one 5-star read last month, and that was kind of depressing. But I think I am slowly pulling myself out, clawing my way out of this pit. But I feel like what I'm reading right now has the potential to be a 5-star. Like I'm feeling really good about it. I'm currently in the middle of, like I'm halfway through The Haunting of Velkwood by Gwendolyn Keast, and I'm loving it. Like, this is the first book I've read in a little while that has me like really invested in the story. Like the whole concept of it is so bizarre, and I don't think I've ever read anything quite like this. And I don't want to say I'm obsessed, because I'm not quite that into it. Like I'm into it, but I'm not like, this isn't the only thing I can think about, you know, that kind of thing. But this is the most invested I've been in a book in a while. So I'm hopeful. This is a story about a neighborhood that is haunted, like the whole neighborhood, and everyone on this street is like trapped, and the haunting has pulled them in, and I don't know if they're dead and they're ghosts. That's what I'm not 100% sure on yet. But like this one girl and her best friends were able to escape, but she left her sister behind. And so she's gonna try to go back, and she's trying to convince the other two that they need to come with her and save her sister. And I just am fascinated by what is going on in this book. Like, it is so weird, and weird in like a really good way. So I'm excited that I am finally, hopefully, in a place where I can enjoy reading again, and where I don't feel like it's a chore. Like, I hate that feeling I get when I have to like push through. And I'm usually the kind of person who will just DNF a book, but because it's been like this for like almost everything I've picked up, I'm like, no. If I don't absolutely despise it, I'm going to keep reading. So I have been like pushing myself through books and just plodding on. And I don't like that. That makes me feel grumpy. So that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. It is Thursday. I am going to be reading this weekend. I don't know what this is like a mood reading vlog, because I have no idea what I'm picking up when I'm done with this. I'm gonna probably finish this today or tomorrow, and then I don't know what I'm gonna read. So you're gonna come along with me on a mood reading adventure, because I am just kind of in this place where I'm picking up whatever jumps out at me, whatever speaks to me in the moment, in the hopes that I will pick something up that I love. I'm also trying to weed through my library and read things that I've maybe had for a while and need to decide whether I'm keeping it or not. So that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. We're going to be reading together and weeding through my library. And yeah, come along with me, if you will, on this little adventure. I just finished. So Oh, I have done like almost nothing today. I've been so tired, but I decided to finish this afternoon, and I am so pleased that I picked this up. This is exactly what I needed right now. I'm going to call this sad girl horror because this is like a story about being haunted by the trauma in your past and having to confront it. And it was just really, really good. I like not quite a 5-star for me, but like dang close. I'm giving this 4.5 stars. I just think it's really well written. This is an author I definitely will be reading more from. This is my second time reading something by them. The first one was a short story. This is my first like full-length novel, and I'm like, okay, I need to read everything. I need to read everything because I just feel like this is for me. I'm trying to think how to talk about it without giving you any, because like honestly, it's not very long. I don't want to tell you too much because I feel like the less you know, the more you're going to get out of the experience of reading it. But this is a story about a haunted street. We're following a character. She and her friends had this traumatic experience, and it caused this like rift. And now that the street that they lived on, that they grew up on, their childhood home, is gone. And it's like, you can't get into it. It's this like supernatural barrier around it. And she decides she needs to go back. Her little sister's still there. She wants to go back and try to rescue her and bring her out. And I don't want to tell you anything else, because I just felt like the experience of reading this, of going in, I wasn't entirely blind. All I really knew was what I've just told you. And there's also a sapphic romance in this that was just so well done. I loved this. I loved it. I needed a book like this right now. I just feel like I've been in such a slumpy place, and this was what I needed to get out of it. And so now I don't know what to pick up. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I'm trying to decide if I want to stick with horror. It's October. I feel this is the spookiest month. Like, I'm spooky year round, let's be honest. I'm always a spooky person. But I like want to indulge the spooky vibes as much as I can in October. So I kind of want to stick with something in the horror category. So I'm going to go and like just browse my TBR pile, because let's be honest, I don't know if I'm going to stick to anything I put in that pile, but I'm going to see if there's anything, because I'm sticking to my mood reading. I am letting myself choose based on vibes, because it worked this time, and maybe I'll get a 5-star. Oh God, I hope so. It's been a while. It's been so long. Like, this is the closest I've come to a 5, and I'm like so in desperate need of it. I want to find a book where I get completely and utterly lost, where I forget that I'm reading, where I am so invested in the experience of the book that I forget that it's a book, you know? Like, it's been so long since that has happened to me. I don't know. It's been a rough year, but I feel like there's still the chance that I find something. So I'm going to go and see what I can find, see what I'm in the mood for, and I'll show you what I'm going to read next. Okay, so here we are at my TBR stack. These are just the books that I've been kind of like in the mood for. And I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Blood Slaves because it's just something I've been like thinking about since I pre-ordered it. Like, since I've had it in my possession, I've been wanting to pick that up. So, and this would be my buzzword. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'm going to start that and see if I'm in the mood for that. That's a distinct possibility. The other one that I've been like really thinking hard on is the Seventh Veil of Salome, because it's just like, I wanted to read this before I read The Bewitching, and I really wanted to read The Bewitching. So, like, I kind of wanted to read that first. But, oh, gosh. I think, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Blood Slaves. Hi, I'm flopped on the couch today. I have cramps. I've got a heating pad. I'm just resting. But I've been reading Blood Slaves this morning. You can barely see that because of the light. There we go. I've been reading Blood Slaves, and I'm really liking it. I'm trying to figure out how to hold this in a way that is comfortable. It is not. Let's try this. Sure, why not? That's slightly better. So I read about a third. I'm trying to show you, but it's hard to see. There. I read about a third of Blood Slaves so far, and I'm really liking it. Like, this is exactly what I wanted it to be. So we're following a group of characters who are enslaved on this plantation. And, like, the book starts, I think, in, like, the 1400s, and you meet the main vampire character. And then you meet him again on this plantation, and you see, like, the conditions that the enslaved people are living in, and what their lives are like, and how terrible things are for them. And it is very, like, very bad. Like, obviously, it's a book about slavery. It's terrible. So, like, trigger warnings all over the place. There's a lot going on, and it is like upsetting. But I think it's setting us up for some amazing vengeance. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna suffer along with you guys because it is hard to read some of this stuff. But I know we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna be cheering because these vampires are gonna do some damage. So it's like a vengeance kind of story, but it's also historical fiction, and it's really well done. And I'm having a good time. I don't want to say I'm having a good time because currently not yet, but I will be, I think, because I feel like things are about to start really soon. I don't want to give anything away. So, like, I'm a little ways in. I'm going to probably read a little more today and then call it a night because I am tired. But my battery is dying. But it is Saturday. I'm not feeling great. I have womanly troubles, as always. But I'm just having a potato day because that's about all I can manage. So I'm flopping on my couch. I've been cross-stitching a little bit. You can see my project. Let me pull back. You can see my project that I've been working on for ages. Like, I'll be working on this throughout the end of the year. So I've been working on that a little bit while I was listening to the audiobook, and I'm gonna go make dinner in a few minutes if I can peel myself off this couch and perhaps watch a spooky movie tonight. I haven't decided what I'm in the mood to watch. I'm gonna see if anyone wants to watch something with me and go from there. But I'll probably watch something spooky tonight and be a potato probably tomorrow as well. It's a good thing it's a weekend, honestly. I've been trying to, like, give myself the weekends off just as a habit because I didn't used to. I've always worked, like, basically 24/7. But I've been trying this new thing where I give myself the weekends off. And so far, it's been really nice. Because, I mean, obviously, I needed it today. But, like, it's been nice to be able to, like, just have a day off. So yeah, I'm going to go now. Because I need to try to pull myself together so I can at least get some dinner going. But I just wanted to check in because, like, I'm really liking this. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm excited to see where it goes. I feel like it's going to be a 5. I think I might have found a 5-star. Hi, hello, how's it going? It's Sunday. Oh, dark. Okay, I'm gonna find the tripod and I will set you guys down so that I can chat for a minute. Have a seat, would you? Let's just hang out a minute and we can chat. So it's Sunday, and I still feel not great. But I haven't really done a whole lot. But I wanted to chat about what I'm reading right now because I started an arc like 2 days ago or so, and I wanted to talk about it for a minute because I'm really liking it. It's called Last Chance Live by Helena Haywood Henry. And I think it's out in October. I'll tell you guys on the screen. But so it's out like soon. But it's really interesting. It's like Chain Gang All-Stars meets The Hunger Games, but make it YA. And it's very good so far. Like, I'm really intrigued by the concept, and I'm very curious to see how it plays out. The idea is that all of these, like, young adults between the ages of, like, 18 and 21 are on death row. And because of the system, the way it's set up, it takes decades before they actually get their execution date. So they just languish there. And this is like this reality TV show where these young adults are brought together to live in this fancy house, to have therapy, to have like all these experiences. Like they're kind of like giving them a little bit of rehab. And the American public gets to vote on who they like the best. And the people with the lowest votes are executed. Because they're already going to be. Like, they're on death row. This is the deal that was made with the courts, the system to do this, is that one of them is going to get a next chance. They're going to get a second chance at life, and they'll be let out of the prison system and given like a new start, basically. And everyone else dies. And it's like a really interesting premise. Like, it very much feels like the same kind of idea of the Hunger Games, where everyone is rooting for these people, but ultimately they're there to die. And like, I'm curious. I'm about 20% of the way in, and I'm definitely going to keep reading. Like, I've DNF'd so many arcs this year. So many. Like, I have just been in such a mood when it comes to reading that I feel like I just like can't do it. Like, I lose focus, especially for books I have to read with my eyes. I just cannot stay focused. And so like it's been rough. It's been a rough year for me in arcs. The number I have DNF'd is it's embarrassing. But it's okay. It's okay. But I am enjoying this one. So I thought I'd tell you guys a little bit about it because I feel like it has the potential, if not 5 stars, to at least be a 4-star, depending on where this goes. It is long. It's like over 500 pages, so it's going to be a minute. But I just wanted, I don't know, this is one that I might have to like binge a little bit because I'm just so curious as to where it's going. I haven't read any more Blood Slaves yet today, so I have nothing to tell you on that. But I did want to pop in quick and talk about Last Chance Live because I feel like I haven't heard a single person mention this book. And I feel like it's going to go under the radar, and I don't want it to because I feel like this book has a lot of potential to be really, really interesting to discuss. So like, I don't know, I'm going to try to champion this book and get people to pick it up because I feel like it might be worth it. Speaking as someone who is 20% into the story right now, so like I might have a different view later on, but for now I think it's worth it. So my plan for the day is to be a potato again. I am just not feeling it. The hormone therapy I'm using right now is basically a birth control, and it's a progesterone only birth control. And I wear an estrogen patch. So like I have to have them separated, but that has been working. The only thing that is rough, it's like both a bad thing and a good thing at the same time, is my period is always abrupt and short, which is great, but it's awful. Like, I'm barely bleeding. That part is nice. If that's TMI for you, I'm so sorry. But I assume if you're here, if you care enough to watch this much of my video, then you might be nosy. You might want to know TMI about me. But anyway, the way that this birth control pill is working is that, like, you get your 4 days of the non-hormone, you know, so that you get your period. But it's only 4 days. And the first 3 days are like absolute hell. Like, every possible period symptom just hits you all at once, like a Mack truck. And so it's a miserable 4 days. But usually, and I say usually, I think this is my 3rd month on this, usually my period starts on the last day, on the last green pill, and then I'll start the new pills the next day, the new month, and the period goes away. So, like, it's very short, and it's like exactly like short and sweet, and then you leave me alone. But like, it's a rough 4 days. I kind of hate it, but you know, I don't know, at least it's regular, at least it's predictable, at least I know exactly what's going on, because it used to be like a constant, like, am I dying, am I sick, is it my period? So like, it's nice that I can go, okay, yep, that's what this is, and I can move on with my life, and I can just go into potato mode because I know what's happening. So that's my plan for the day. I'm gonna go, I'm probably gonna go right now and listen to Blood Slaves, because I'm very much in the mood to just zone out to a book for a little bit. And I might cross stitch. I don't know. It's possible. I might just stare at the wall while I listen to the book. I don't know yet. Oops, I bought a book. It's now Tuesday, but yesterday I was having a bit of a stressful day. I just wasn't, you know, it's been a rough weekend. I wasn't feeling great. I was feeling very stressed out, and I thought, you know what made me feel better? Book shopping. So I broke my book buying ban, but I only bought 1 book, so like, be proud of me. But I like specifically went into the bookstore going, okay, the only book I'm here for is The Possession of Alba Diaz, and if they don't have it, I don't get a book. But of course they, like, I knew they'd have it. Like, I was nervous for a minute because I went to the horror section first and they didn't have it there, and I started to panic. But I remembered it was probably in the new releases, so I'm back up to the front, and of course that's where I found it. But I've been dying to read this. This has been the year of Isabel Cañas for me. I read The Hacienda, loved it. Read Vampires del Norte, loved it. And I'm like, I need this. I need this book. So I'm probably gonna read it like as soon as I finish Blood Slaves, because I'm dying to read this. Like, I've just, like, I cannot stop thinking about it. This book has possessed my brain. So I can justify my purchase because I'm gonna read it like right now. I need it. And they didn't have it in my library, so I'm like, you know what, it's fine, I can do this. I'm allowed. I'm allowed to treat myself once in a blue moon, because I've been very good. I barely bought any books lately. I've been very, very good about getting rid of things, so like, I don't need to justify myself to you, but I'm justifying myself to me. So anyway, I now have this. I'm gonna move this because the lighting is really weird, so let's swing around. That's still not great, but you know what? We'll work with it. But I don't really have anything else to update right now because I have not really read much. I did not read hardly at all yesterday. I only think I read like maybe 2 chapters from Blood Slaves because I was busy with other things. But I don't really have anything planned today, so I'm gonna try to get some reading squeezed. I have to work. Like, I had a really long break because of the weekend and my body misbehaving itself, but like I feel better, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to work today. My house is a mess. I need to do some cleaning, so I'm probably gonna have my earbuds in most of the day, and I'm gonna try to finish Blood Slaves. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today. I'm about halfway, but I'm gonna tell you guys that this book is good. Like, if you liked the movie Sinners, I feel like you would like this. It's not exactly the same, but there's a lot of similarities. Like in Blood Slaves, it's this this tribe or clan of Africans, the Ramunga, and they are vampires. And so they were mostly killed, and now they're regrouping and growing their numbers again, and their goal is vengeance against their enslavers. And so that's like the concept. It's the vampires aren't the bad guys, which is a thing that I love. So I'm really liking this. I feel like it has a lot of interesting commentary about American society at this time. It has a lot of really great things to say, and the story is really good. So like you get social commentary and a good story, and I love that. So I'm like halfway. I'm gonna try. We'll see if I get through it today. And then I can start the Possession of Abadias. So I'm in a good mood right now. Like, it's October. I have been reading things that I'm enjoying for the first time in a while. I don't feel sick today, so like I'm in a good mood. So let's see what I can accomplish. Let's see what I can get done today. I finished reading 5 stars. I'm so glad. I finally have a 5-star read. This was just really, really good. It kind of reminds me of The Reformatory by Tananarive Due, and Sinners. Like, there's something about historical horror that I just love. The way this is written, it is not an easy read. Like, this book is dark and upsetting, and so like I said, so many trigger warnings. This is not a book to go into lightly, but if you like a story about vengeance, if you love to see really bad people get what's coming to them, you're gonna like this. Like, it's really good. It's really well done. I loved the way the vampires work in this story, like all the Ramanga tribe, and that these were a tribe of vampires who were almost entirely wiped out by plague. One of them has managed to end up in America and is enslaved, and he is almost powerless because he cannot feed, and he doesn't have the strength he once did, so he's kind of trapped there until he meets an enslaved man named Willie and convinces him to become one of them and starts rebuilding the tribe. It's so good. It was a really well-written story. I was completely invested in what was going to happen on this plantation. I thought the way we had the different characters, all like the different enslaved people, looking at what it would mean to become one of the Ramanga. And like they knew, like, some of them were like, abso-freaking-lutely, I'm gonna do this. And some of them were, you know, like, I don't know, that this seems like maybe an extreme measure to take. But like, it was really interesting to hear them all kind of like talk it out and discuss amongst themselves. And I just found it really, really interesting to read. And this is a setup for another book at least. Like, I know there's going to be a sequel. I don't know if this is going to be more than 2 books, but there is a definite like sequel coming. There's a huge like opening for more things to happen. There's a setup at the end for something pretty exciting. Like there's definitely more story here. And I'm here for it. I will absolutely be reading the sequel to this. So if you were thinking about reading this, if you think you can handle the awful parts of the story, like the bad guys in this are bad, like and it's hard to read. But if you can handle that, definitely recommend. It's worth it. I thought this was really good. Definitely want to read more historical horror, of course. That's like my favorite subgenre of horror right now. But this was absolutely a 5-star, and I'm so happy. I haven't had a 5-star since the beginning of September, and that was like a nonfiction book about the Scream movies. So like, of course it was a 5-star. I don't know what I'm gonna read now. I'm kind of in the mood to jump into The Possession of Alba Diaz. I did just go ahead and use a credit from Libro FM to get the audio. So I'm probably going to start this, but I also really should finish Feral and Hysterical because I've been kind of like slowly reading this for a month. And I am like, I don't know, I have like 30% of the book left probably. So I could probably finish this and then start this, you know? I've been like taking notes as I'm reading this and writing down books that I want to read and authors to check out and things like that. So I should probably wrap this one up first. I have to say that the changing of the seasons has really done something for my mood, because I don't know what, I think I was just like at a burnout point, and September being like this endless summer was just wearing me down, and I was on the struggle bus. But I feel like now that the weather's cooler, now that like there's an end in sight to this year, like, I don't know, but I'm feeling a little better about some things. Not so great about others, but you know, we're just doing the best we can here, you know? It's hard to make content like this right now because I feel like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? But I'm just trying to survive like the rest of us, you know? That's all. Just trying to get through it. And in books are what help me cope. Books are the things that help. And trying to read things that inspire me, read things that make me happy, read things that make me think. I think that's the biggest thing. I want books that make me think. Books that make me just like contemplate what things could have been, what might happen, you know, like, I don't know. And historical horror feels right for me right now, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling, but I need to go. I have to get some work done today. It is like 2:30 and I have not accomplished much, but I did finish Blood Slave, so that was my accomplishment of the day. Now I need to go work on my Tea with Emily discussion. I'm planning for this Friday. I like to make some notes and have some stuff ready to talk about, and I'm gonna get that done. And then I'm gonna probably just like zone out for the rest of the day because I just need to get lost in a book again. Like I'm just like in such a mood right now. I don't know what to do with myself. But yeah, I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna get some work done. Maybe I'll do some chores. It could happen. Hi guys. I think this is where I'm going to wrap up this vlog. So it is now Saturday. I spent the last 2 days sick. So I'm like, I picked a bad week to do a vlog. And I kept almost quitting. Like the number of times I was like, I'm just gonna scrap this. And I was like, no, you've already got footage. Just keep, you can do it. So I like pushed myself through this vlog. But you know what? That's my life. That's real life. That's what it's like being chronically ill. You don't know. You can't plan. Like sometimes you just get sick in the middle of things and you just have to either drop out or push through. And I decided this time to push through. But it's a kind of boring vlog because of that. But it's fine. It's fine. I did finish reading Feral and Hysterical by Sadie Hartman, and I'm obsessed. Okay, so my new favorite thing, not new, I've always enjoyed it, but like one of my favorite things is reading books about books and like getting a new book list and having somebody tell me what their favorite books are and like what books I should read and that kind of thing. And this is just delightful. Sadie Hartman has pulled together this giant list of reading material that's all written by women, and it's all gothic and horror and spooky, and I am just so excited. There's so many things in here that I already have on my shelves, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, thank you for reminding me that I need to read that. And there was a lot of things in here that I'd never heard of, and I've been making a giant list of the things I need to read. So my TBR has just exploded. And I don't know, I'm trying so hard not to buy things because, you know, I'm on a book buying ban and I'm trying to deal with the stuff I already own before I can purchase new things. But there are so many books that I'm like, oh, I want to read that. And I could try to get it at the library. I could potentially find the audio, but like there's just something that makes me like in my brain that makes me want to, I need to own it. Like I'm a squirrel that has to gather up my nuts. So I'm trying really hard to fight myself on that right now because I don't need to buy things, but also I need to read all the things. I am very much in my gothic horror era and I want to read all the things. So like I'm trying to focus on the ones that are already on my shelves. So that's where I'm at right now. But I had a good time. I read some good things this week. I'm so excited that I had a 5-star. Well, I mean, technically this was also a 5-star, but I'm not really counting it as like a 5-star read because like it's not a story. It's a book list, which, you know, will always get a 5-star from me because yes, thank you for pointing me to new books. But I had a 5-star. I read Blood Slaves and I gave it 5 stars and that makes me so happy. I am hoping this means my reading is on an upward trajectory and that I am going to have a phenomenal end of year reading experience. That's all I want, honestly. Like, I just want this year to end, but also I want to go out with a bang. I want to have some great books under my belt before the end of this year. Because I just like, I need that right now. That the whole world is on fire, but I want to have a great reading experience, if nothing else. I want that. So thanks so much for following me along. If you went this whole way through with me, thank you. I appreciate it. I know that it wasn't as exciting as it could have been, but you know, that's just life. Maybe my next vlog will be on a week where I feel better and I can like do things. Like I really wanted to go for a walk and like get some footage of the fall leaves changing because it's so beautiful, and I'm afraid we're gonna miss it because I know it didn't rain much this summer and like the leaves just aren't gonna be popping like they usually are, and that makes me a little bit sad. But there are trees that are gorgeous right now, so I'm hoping to go for a walk soon when I feel up to it and get some footage before it's gone and then I'm sad. Fall is such a short season, but I love it. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me and reading along with me. I hope that you might pick up Blood Slaves or The Haunting of Velkwood, or if nothing else, pick up Feral and Hysterical. I'm going to be doing another reading vlog soon. I haven't quite decided yet how I'm going to go about it, but I'll be doing a vlog based on this book, because of course I will. And I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Happy reading. Bye!